summer of 2002, Dale Katechis dreamed of packaging a couple of the rich, assertive draft beers he served in his Lyons, Colorado brew pub. The packaged beers would allow him to get his beloved beer into the hands of more Colorado brew lovers, and they would draw extra attention to the Southern-style brew pub and music venue he and his wife Christy opened there in 1996. But an unexpected fax gave Dale a different direction for his upcoming beer packaging effort.
Back in June of 2002, I received this unsolicited fax from Cask Brewing Systems up in Canada, and they had manufactured a two-at-a-time machine that allowed microbrewers to can beer. We received that fax and laughed hysterically for about the next 6 months. And my brewer and I, over that period of 6 months, laughed and laughed about the idea of us putting our three-dimensional, fully flavored beers into a can. And one day, I'd say probably in September, I stopped laughing.
Today, that fax from Cask Systems has proven to be an unexpected blessing for Katechis and his crew. And what originally seemed like a joke has become a laughing matter that has also meant big business. Since Oskar Blues became the first U.S. microbrewery to brew and can its own beer in November of 2002, the company has become one of the fastest growing craft breweries in the United States.
We're on our 4th year of 100% growth. It's all due to the can.
That a move to cans would be a ticket to success for a microbrewery seemed unlikely. It meant ignoring the brown bottles only practices of American craft brewers, and it also meant going up against the perceptions of U.S. beer drinkers who perceive the can as the package of choice for low-cost, low-flavor beers enjoyed only by mainstream consumers. Katechis also discovered some valuable info while investigating the merits of canning his hoppy Dale's Pale Ale.
What we learned is that there were a lot of benefits to the can, and outside of the fact that it made us laugh a great deal. We learned that cans were extremely portable. You could take them into the outdoors, you pack the can in, you pack it out. We learned that this beer in a can has never seen UV light. UV light breaks down fresh beer. We also learned that our dissolved oxygen levels were much lower in this can than even some of our competitors that were in bottles at the time.
Much of the misconceptions about cans stem from the shortcoming of cans from the past, but modern-day aluminum cans do not have those shortcomings.
We learned that cans delivered fresh beer to the consumer, and all of the myths that were out there about the can were indeed that. They were myths.
The beauty of the can is that it's lined internally with a coating that prevents any contact from metal to the beer itself. It's impervious to light. There's no oxygen that can get in the cans. You can take them outdoors. You can take them places you can't take glass, such as the pool, into parks, into the areas where glass might break, or it's just not allowed. This package is 100% recyclable. The recycled content in this package is over 50%. It's recyclable infinitely.
The more we researched, the more we found that the can was a superior package. And it motivated us to get our beer into a can as fast as possible. We wanted to challenge the consumer, we wanted to challenge our industry, we wanted to prove people wrong, and so what happened? The canned beer apocalypse.
Katechis and his partners launched their canned beer apocalypse with Cask Systems 2 cans at a time filler and seamer. Dale's was then joined by Old Chubb's Scottish-style ale in the company's hand can lineup. In order to keep up with demand for its canned goods, Oskar Blues purchased a new prototype system from Cask. This 5-can automatic canning system helped the company boost its canning rates to 70 cases per hour. Today, it serves as the heart of the company's canning efforts. The machine occupies a mere 100 square feet of floor space in the company's microbrewery. Oskar Blue's cans are produced by Ball Corporation and sent in on pallets. Each layer of cans is separated by a membrane to protect the clean cans. The cans are shifted onto a vibrating table that tilts and shuttles the cans into a single file as they head to the filler. Just prior to filling, each can is given a blast of CO2 to remove ambient air and oxygen from the cans. The cans are then filled from the bottom up, further purging the can of air. The cans are filled to beyond the lip of each can, leaving a protective cushion of beer and CO2 at the top of each can. Just before the lid drops into place, one more puff of CO2 graces the top of the beer. This unique filling process results in the lowest oxygen levels in the beer industry for packaged beer. Ball Corporation tests on Oskar Blue's beers show an average of less than 1 part per million of total product oxygen content. Thanks to the company's robust beers and hard work and casks equipment, Oskar Blues has become one of the most talked about microbreweries in the U.S. The company's beers have continued to win a long list of very impressive awards. In June of 2005, the New York Times deemed Dale's Pale Ale the best pale ale in its review of the nation's top pale ales. Dale's was the only canned beer in the review, and the Times tasters noted how fresh tasting the beer was. It was a shot heard round the world for the benefits of micro-canning. These honors have helped Oskar Blues continue its triple-digit growth each year and expand its distribution into 13 states. These many accolades have also done wonders for the micro-canning niche that Oskar Blues, cask, and Ball have pioneered together.
We've seen a great deal of success over the last 4 years, and we truly owe it all to Cask Brewing Systems and the Ball Corporation that have allowed us to pioneer the effort of putting full-flavored craft beer into a can. We have a machine here that allows us to do it. We have a can manufacturer that has allowed us to enter the market by allowing us to purchase small lots of cans, and we've reaped the rewards of it.
And there are a lot of microbrewers that have started to see this thanks to Oskar Blues and the fact that they led the charge in this and have promoted it in the industry is really starting to get other people interested in it.
Just like anybody else in the beer industry, we got into this business because it's fun. I learned early that if you brought beer to a party, you got invited back to the next party. We have a great deal of fun. It's the #1 priority for us around here. It drives everything that we do. It drives our marketing effort. If it's not funny, we won't do it. On a daily basis, we have a blast around here, and we'll continue to do this as long as we're having a blast. We get a great deal of joy out of handing a non-believer a can of our beer and watch their head spin around 360 degrees because they've just experienced something that they will probably remember for the rest of their lives. A full-flavored, three-dimensional, full-bodied beer coming out of an aluminum can.